I've been keeping Sergeant Knock. Gothwin told us watch your step in this district. According to Gothwin's information, Karzov is hiding in a safe house nearby, while the Crown is hidden in their headquarters.
Alright. Kill 12 rebels.
We need to reduce the number of potential reinforcements.
This shouldn't be too bad.
This point.
Just making sure I'm not missing any quests.
Their leader Karzov has them all whipped into a fervor. They've become hostile to all outsiders and will attack on sight. Our orders are to hold these gates, so this area should be safe. But I strongly recommend you spend some spare coin on healing potions before you go out there.
See, I really do like that fact that I can accept the quest and walk away from the quest giver, and he's still telling me what the quest is, so I don't have to just sit there and listen if I don't want to. I can basically walk away, go towards the quest area that I need to go towards, while still getting the exposition I need to complete the quest. I think more games should consider that, honestly, for this kind of genre. Because it really streamlines the process, honestly. You can get moving, you're not sitting there reading a bunch of text or just listening to exposition, when really what you want to do is go out and kill. And you're not missing story if you still want to go out. I mean, that's kind of the thing, right? If you want to go just out and kill, but some people still are itching to go out to kill while they still want to hear the story. So this kind of gives you that compromise of the two, and just really works well to make the process better as a whole. God, it's satisfying, seriously. It is. Just destroy. So I just need one more. More than one. That's okay. Don't think so. Excuse me, sir. Will you please be stunned? Alright, with that I have to meet with Zoe Fargo. So you see I'm still maintaining a little bit of aggro there. Still haven't quite learned what it takes to drop aggro on some enemies.
Glad you made it. Ready for our next move? The Nashers set fire to the safe house to cover their escape.
Alright, so we have to raid a safe house. Shouldn't be too bad. Oh, it's right here. Beautiful. Yet another instance to take care of.
The Nashers know they're cornered. They've set fire to the place to cover their escape. We need to hurry.
Alright, let's get a little bit of health back from the fireplace. So I do apologize that you're only getting bits and pieces of the story. Like I said, this is going to be a little bit about speed. I kind of did the same thing when I was doing the Torchlight 2 beta weekend. I was moving through, trying to be fairly quick, and I was missing side areas and quests in order to do so and go through all the classes. And that's kind of what's happening here, just because I have a very limited time frame to be able to just show you this character and their abilities. And I want to make it a good amount of abilities. I don't want to shortchange anyone that would be a Trickster rogue of their gameplay footage. If you like the sneaky stabby stabby, if you like the smash the face in with your daggers, then you've got it. I'm not sure I'm a huge fan of the needing to hit level 10 to get your defining ability, but yeah, you know what? It's an MMO, it makes sense. Even WoW kind of did that. You took a while before you got your talent tree points and all that. It's just if you've, after you've played a class and you're like, that's cool, I want to try something else, and you're kind of like, well, now I got to get to that point, and that kind of sucks having to go through all that. Just because you've done it before, once you've done it once or twice, and it's more of a deal. Oh, hey, check that out. This kind of a hidden little... That's neat, and I've got an Arcana kit. Let's go ahead and do it. Be aware of your surroundings, I guess. I didn't even realize that was there before. Well, part of the quest, it looks. Examine the symbol, and we can see that it gives me a bit of lore. I'm really interested in seeing what they'll do with a ranger class. I think it would be really cool to have a bow and arrow user. But for now, we deal with these enforcers. Alright. Level 8. Let's go ahead and take care of this elite guard first. I had my daily up, I just was already beating him. Okay, great. Adventurer's knapsack. So what I can do is kind of show that off just a bit. If I potion, great. Go in here in my inventory, you can now see underneath my satchel I now have an adventurer's knapsack. So you can see right away they already give you a lot of inventory space. That makes me happy. So at the bottom you can see I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, so 5 spots. I can put additional bags. And I love it because it's giving me a decent amount of space for inventory. I would say it's less than what Guild Wars 2 starts you with, but it's more, the expansion is more than what Guild Wars 2 would give you. And again, this is coming from a free-to-play title, not a purchase title like Guild Wars 2 was. So quite honestly, when it comes down to it, I feel like this free-to-play title is doing a better job from this whole microtransaction standpoint, and when it comes to making your life easier as an adventurer. I mean, it's something that Blizzard took a while to get right, I think. But once they started streamlining certain things, it actually felt better and better to just go around and collecting stuff in World of Warcraft. And so here, we can see that they already give you a decent amount of inventory space, so you can carry around all those items that you want to carry, and your crafting mats and all that. Look at that, not even taking up your main inventory. It's a completely different... So look at this, profession assets. There's a whole separate area here. Of course, Guild Wars 2 does this by putting it in a bank, but I like the fact that it's just on me and I can see it at a glance. I don't have to go find some kind of crafting station to see it all. So they're doing some really good stuff here when it comes to inventory management and just making the game, dare I say, just fun to play, in my opinion. Alright, damage, power, deflection, I lose 3 critical strike. I think that's perfectly fine. Yes, I will bind that to me. That is good. Let's see, compare it to my offhand, however. Yeah, still not as good. Alright. Excellent. Got a few new weapons here. Let's move out of here.
Nine hells. You're going to need a distraction to keep the Nashers.
Alright.
We'll head for Nasher headquarters.
So, hit the headquarters, recover the crown of Neverwinter. Alright. Got a couple quests. Moving through the town. Now, we're getting close to a point that it's going to be kind of an instance, but not an instance. Like, everything I've done so far, as you can see, is perfectly soloable. I don't need... They're instanced dungeons, but they're not so bad as to need a huge group with. Now, down the line, you'll probably want a group to help you out with some of these, but again, obviously at this point, just not required. Now, there's going to be a point we come up here, though, that you can actually queue up to run a multiplayer co-op kind of dungeon. And it's actually an event here in the world that other players can join in, but it's off to the side in an instant. So it's one of these things where it's going to be in the map, but you're going off in an instance to do it anyway because of the co-op nature of it. So let's see if we can get to that.
If you have the time, we might.
Here we go. Yes, the Blacklake Terror Skirmish. So lurking in Blacklake, party suggested. So that's obviously
we alchemists are here researching the Blacklake
how they designed
to see
this.
if it has any use. Most folks consider the Black Lake a polluted mess.
So when it comes to the
with
yeah, let's just click the house. So we have to take part of this Blacklake Terror Skirmish. So let me see. I believe that's Y. No, that's Zen Market. Oh, hey, yeah, new daily power and new at will. Okay, so let's go in here. I apparently missed part of my level, but I didn't risk too much. We can see that Sly Flourish just got leveled up. You can't see the difference. Again, I wish they would show it, but that's fine. No change there, but there is a change in my daily. I can get this Lurker Assault now, and you can see it lurk through the Shadowfell, corrupting your weapons with magical damage as long as you can maintain your action points. Your stealth meter regenerates very quickly in this state, allowing you to remain stealth for much longer. So that's a really nice ability for just constantly keeping stealth up. And as you can see, it in and of itself doesn't do a lot of damage, but it also takes up... It lasts as long as I can keep my action points. So it's not a boom, I used it and now all my action points are gone. It's a boom, you use it, your action points are draining, but as I'm fighting I'll get more action points. So it's a pretty nice combination of the two. This will obviously not be the best ability for my current build. It probably would be a better ability for my stealth build once I get stealth. Again, just don't have it yet. But for now I'm going to try it just so I can show it off. So what are we going to do? We need to get into the skirmish. So it is... Oh, no? You'll have to excuse me. It's okay. Go LQ. Here we go. Into the queues, and we see there's a skirmish. Blacklake Terror takes 5 players. Estimated playtime takes about 15 minutes. So what I can do is I can join. I'm queued now, so I just have to wait for more people to join. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I'm basically going to join the queue. Now, if I had a party, which when last time I came here I did, and we joined, it just pretty much took us instantly there. So what I can do is I put myself in the queue, and I'm just going to continue doing my quests. Alright, shadows down. So that shadow is perfect, honestly. It's nice to have some survivability. I can't heal myself except with potions. If I were a cleric, obviously, I could probably do some damage and then end up healing myself because, well, you don't have mana, you have cooldowns. So I could heal myself up after each encounter. If I were a tank, I could probably block a lot and not take a lot of damage. You know, each class is gotta have its own way of recovering. So okay, apparently K is the Q button. I can see it at the top there, so I was completely missing it. But that's alright. Let's... Oh, nice. That teleport got me out of the way of his attack. I think I walked right back into it, though. Hilarious, is it not? So as far as questing is concerned, this is pretty standard MMO fare. I don't think there's a lot here that's going to... I guess you could say there's not really a lot here that's going to just absolutely wow and impress, but even though it's got the standard quest types and all that, again, the major difference here is in the execution and the combat. The combat to me feels much better than most MMOs I've played. I like the fact that it's not a tab target hot button MMO. Hey, there we go, some healing from a nearby cleric. Thank you! You're wonderful, you're beautiful. You're beautiful. You know, so I like that there is some skill involved with that. And again, I like that the combat feels a bit more heavy. It's not... You're not dancing around the enemy like, you know, in Guild Wars you could pretty much dance around and, you know, keep attacking and pretty much jump, attack, whatever. You see here, I can't even really jump and attack. Hold on. Yeah, see, I kind of don't attack until I land. So unfortunately, due to the hour, I am more than likely going to have a hard time finding someone to help with this skirmish.
Most folks, thank you for maybe you can help me. I've salvaged what I can, but I'm gonna need new samples of Blacklake sludge for me work. The samples must come from specific patches of the sludge, which wouldn't be difficult, except the whole area is swarming with violent rebels. I'm willing to pay you to collect the samples for me.
Alright, let's see. What does this do? Lurk through the Shadowfell. See, it seems odd to get Lurker Assault at level 8 when you don't get Stealth until level 10. If I go here to, you know, class, it's level 10. Oh, it's okay, right. It's the corrupting your weapon with magnified damage. That it's you get the magnified damage even if you're not stealth. So let's just go ahead and do it. This is a really cool effect. I like that it's got this subtle or subdued sound system going on there. You know, it's like all the sounds are kind of muted, and it's just, I like that. You know, it's got this really cool black and white thing going for when you're focusing. You're just doing more damage, and of course there, if I were stealth, I'd have more stealth, which, you know, that could work out very nicely. Just trying to stun the big guy so I can take out his minions. Alright, let's put a shadow up. So I need to get specific sludge samples, so let's follow the yellow, gold, sparkly road. Okay, up here. So there's a little bit of a bug there on that one. It shows all these areas that I'm supposed to be able to interact with, and I just can't. Alright, it's not going to hit me, so we're fine. Well, I think he hit me even though I teleported up behind him. There we go. There's the thing I need to interact with. And what am I missing? One more thing of sludge. Ah, this way. Just gotta keep following the sparklies. Alright, I am seeing some chat going about joining here. Lurking in Blacklake. Okay. That is what we need to do, right? Alright, I will join Lurking in Blacklake. You know, I'm already basically in the queue, so not sure. It seems like so many people want to do it, and I should just be able to... They should just queue up and we should just get into it. Alright, party. Okay, and there's a team join option. That's nice to see, that's nice to see. Okay. This is probably going to go a little longer than I was anticipating for this one then. So what I'm probably going to do is let me cut this off while we're waiting for a group. And we'll start off the next one with what these skirmishes are like. I think that'll be a good idea. Let's just go ahead and turn this in.
Samples, I'll finally be able to discover
now
if
this
animal,
confuses me a little bit. When you're doing a
undead.
turn-in and you have a party,
This will be a huge help to me
it would say, would you like to add these party members as friends?
Don't want to use on undead sludge, believe
I half
me.
wonder if it's trying to ask me to share the quest or not, because there is a sharing system in the game, but it's asking to add them as a friend. I say this is odd because, yes, he's not my friend. I don't know this guy. But when I was with a group of people that I had as friends, it would still ask me to add them as friends. They were already my friends. I don't know. That's just kind of weird. Okay, let's stop this one here. We're pretty far. We just have to raid the Nasher headquarters and do lurking in Blacklake. So I'm going to cut this off and we'll start off with the lurking.